Hey everyone, Chip Kosei with the Kosei Law Firm, and we are here with another edition of Laws for Life. It's the things that can help you in your everyday life that I've seen over the last 25 years, and I sure hope they do help you. Today we want to talk about prescription. Now I'm not talking about when you go to Walgreens or something like that. We're talking about in a legal sense. Prescription is unique to Louisiana because in other states you might have heard the terms statute of limitations. And it's the same thing, we just call it prescription in Louisiana because we do everything a little bit differently here, right? That's what makes us unique. Prescription is essentially a deadline or a finite amount of time with which you have to file a claim or a lawsuit for whatever reason, whether it's personal injury or a contract, a property issue, and there's different time periods for each. Today I want to focus on personal injury. Many times I have clients that'll call in and they'll say, hey, my husband died from asbestos exposure. This happened to me the other day, in fact. And she says, he died from asbestos exposure, and it's in his medical records because he worked at Avondale Shipyards for 25 years. So I asked her, I said, well, when did he die? And she said, well, he died in 2011. Well, obviously it's been 8 years. And on any sort of an injury claim or whatever, it's important to know that there's a few things that have to be in place for you to file a viable lawsuit. Number one, prescription for any sort of injuries in Louisiana is 1 year. Now there is a bill in the legislature that is designed to increase it to 2 years, and in that aspect I hope they do, because it gives people a little more time to resolve things in a friendly way before we start getting other attorneys involved and it becomes very adversarial. But for any sort of injuries, it's 1 year. The next element that you'll need is what's called jurisdiction, which means you have to file it in a courthouse that has the authority to hear that matter. So for example, if you have a personal injury claim, you wouldn't file it in a bankruptcy court or vice versa. You have to file in the right courthouse with the judges that have the authority to hear that particular type of matter. Last, you need what's called venue. Now, venue is a fancy lawyer word for where do you file. In a personal injury lawsuit, you generally would file in the parish where the accident occurred. You could also file in the parish where the defendant lives, meaning the person who was at fault for the accident, or in some limited instances, you have what's called venue exceptions. For example, if a person hits me and they live in Jefferson Parish, but I live in Orleans Parish, and I have any sort of claims that I could make against my own policy, whether it's for rental car coverage or uninsured motorist benefits or whatever, then I can file in my parish. Other than that, there's a few other exceptions, but I won't bore you with those now. So remember, if your rights are affected in any way, before you get on the downside of the case, it's always smart to contact an attorney early. That way that attorney can assist you with making sure that your claim is preserved, your rights are upheld, and you do it in the right manner so that you're not dismissed from the courthouse on a technicality that you could have avoided. I sure hope this video helps you, and we'll talk again soon. If you have any questions, please feel free to email me, chip@koseilaw.com. We'll talk again soon. Thank you.